Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The app I use to make the beginnings of the videos doesn't it ain't working correctly, so I felt you might want some old school Wu Tang. I got a lot of clothes coming that have the Wu W on it. You know what I mean? But my video's coming soon. Watch the whole thing, subscribe, and like. Let's grow this. Let's make this big. All right, that's it. All right, yeah, it's recording. You can't see my head though, unless I'm far away. So I'm gonna move up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move the way this thing. There we go. It was just a pain in the ass. Hello everybody, my name is John Santamar. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody who's, subscriber or watching, even if you're not a subscriber, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you're being safe, with this corona shit. It's enough people hearing about it already, but, just stay safe. Just stay safe. This is my way, I said it a million times, my way to, talk, like, my phone right now is kind of a person, and I'm venting, but I'm here to tell you the whole story. There's even some shit I left out because you know what? I did the fucking thing, like, it was, fuck those lawyers. Not fuck them like, cause they're assholes. I mean, like, they're not my lawyers, so I'll get to all that. All right. And by the way, New York is gonna get the 300 or 400, whatever, probably 300 a week more for the pandemic relief any one of these weeks, because they're just setting up the computer to handle doing that, and that should be so easy because they did 6, just run the same program with half the shit. But whatever, I just figured I'd update you on that because a lot of you people need it. I need it. I'm on it, so all right. It all started where this one guy was, he was trying to buy, I wasn't trying to buy, maybe he was like talking to the guy that buy like Suboxone or whatever, and the guy had court in the morning, and when you go to court, I'm talking about Yaphank, Long Island Jail, for anybody who's out of the state or out of the country, it's Long Island, New York, it's the county jails, it's not prison. Prison is, I did 10 years in prison, this was county jail. And it's weird. I got killed in county jail, but I went through fucking wars in prison. I never got killed, but whatever. But the guy went to court, and he came back, and he was ready to beat up the fucking guy. Like, and the guy sat at my table. Like, it was the same 4 of us. Like, this 6 could sit there, but you're kind of crunched in, so everybody sits at the corners. You know what I mean? And we all 4 sat together, watched TV together, did everything, So I'm not going to let nobody beat this guy up. Well, if you snuck the Eve, yeah, beat him up. I don't give a fuck. You got to fight for yours now. But you're not going to beat up an old man, an old Jewish man, for something that you're wrong with, because all you got to do is check again, because this boxing is little, they cut them into little pieces, like little fucking pieces. I wish I could show you, because some of you wouldn't believe me. Basically, if you cut the Suboxone into 16ths, I'll show it to you with this. That right there is a fucking brick. It's pathetic. Yeah, and that's, I'm on parole, and I got me a fucking, I can't do it right yet, but a switchblade, an illegal switchblade. No, it's not a real knife. It's not a real knife. That's why they did it. It's like a practice thing. So it's not a knife. It's not a weapon. But all right. So I told the guy, I said, "Yo, go back to your room, check your room." And he kind of like had an attitude, but he made it sound like, "All right." I was like, "Cause your door, when you're at court, stays closed, and all the other inmates that are in here, door stays open, but it's got to be, looking like it's, almost closed. That way, it can't be wide open." And your door never opens. I've been through those jails long enough to know your door never opens, ever. When someone's at court, or a doctor, or an outside trip, or a nurse, they have a paper where they put, so they don't fucking unlock you. And besides, that guy that you're accusing, he is a fucking talker. Not in a bad way, but he's a fucking talker. And he would talk to the, sometimes because he'd just be wilding out, just talking to the cops, So they knew him. So if he lived over here, and this guy lived over here, right next to me, like close enough to me, if the guy was like, CO, open the gate, I need to get something, they would fucking lock him in his fucking cell. They'd say, you do not belong here. There, and I'm going to tell the guy what you did, because that's what you should do. And the COs are like that, even though I hate them all, but they'll do shit like that. They'll tell people, yo, he's a rapo, just so you guys know. Kick his ass. I don't know what happened. I'm going outside for a couple minutes. Whatever happens, happens. So, all right. So he said, all right. So now I'm walking out of my cell to go downstairs to watch TV or socialize a little bit. And then all of a sudden I pass his cell and he throws a haymaker at my face. I'm not looking at him. I'm looking forward at the last second because you can hear like a punch starting. I fucking seen it. I seen him and I fucking went like that and I bounced against the bar to stop me from falling to the first floor, cracking my neck and never waking up. But that made me fall backwards. I landed on the back of my head and the front of my brain bounced off from my skull, had a seizure and died. And I was in the hospital for all that time. I even got a whole fucking notebook. I won't even waste your time. Like, I even talk about the hospital notes, where my Bill of Rights get denied and disrespected. Some hospital stories that basically end up, it's just so much shit. Because I know, that's what I'm saying. I know my Bill of Rights, not all of them. I got grievances. I was writing on the COs, like, because those COs and those hospitals, fuck you again. Fuck you, and all you could suck my dick. Fuck you. And I'll never get arrested again. But if I do, for something else that I didn't do, set me up to get my ass beat. I would love it. Because I know you'd feel for my family, and I'd be a rich man right after that. But, so fuck you. But, the COs, even in the hospital, are allowed to have their cell phones. And people said they like might have seen something prior. Like my mom is allowed to show it, but I think it was because of this fucking CO. Like the CO was bringing, they can have their phones, their iPads, their DVD player, whatever. And in the prison, you can't have nothing. You can have a book if you want one. You can't have nothing. You got to do your care, custody, and control. You got to do your job in prison. And that's supposed to be the same way in Long Island, but they don't. They don't really walk, which I don't really care because, like back then I used to smoke, I'd rather than not. But, if you're not going to walk for like a long time, because I won the grievance. I grieved them for not walking. And that grievance won. I got copies of it. It went all the way to Sheriff Toulon. Like, they know. So from their neglect of their job, that is what led to me being assaulted, because that guy felt safe enough that he could probably get away with it, like a blind spot in the camera hit me close enough, and then because they thought it was a drug overdose at first. Like, COs are stupid. So they probably like, well, it's this guy's fault. Whenever they get here, they get here. Like, if they knew, like, I was assaulted, they would have went faster. So I got to still see the tape. I got to see the unusual incident report too. Because I thought I had a lawsuit the whole time. And I haven't had a lawsuit at all until, I think, 2 weeks ago. My lawyers dropped me. They said, find a lawyer. Like, you're at the stage where you're healthy enough to do this. Like, we only did it because your father explained what happened, that you were in a coma and your statute of limitations was only so short. And so we kept doing what we have to do. It was a complaint filed. Like, they filed the thing within 9 days that we're going to sue, and we sued right away anyway. But we didn't sue right away. But what do you call it? They kept doing what they have to do to get the shit working, and any statute of limitations, I think, come up again 1 year and 4 months or around that. It was real recent, and they I had to rush and hurry up, and pay $210 or 220 for my index number, like for my lawsuit. That is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, but you gotta do it, and I gotta pay. So that stopped me. That gave me plenty of time. But what do you call it? Shit, I forgot. But that's the shit you got to do, and it just sucks that those guys dropped me. I'm glad they did because they weren't as aggressive as me. I know the law, so I know when I could be aggressive, or when I have that extra thing. And yeah, I just dropped it. Oh no, I didn't. I know when I can get not aggressive, super assertive, like I did when they had the fucking the one-on-one, the group meeting, I think on Zoom or whatever the fuck it is, where we're all seeing each other, and they tried to walk me into some shit that I should have went to the cops and reported that guy was gonna get beat up or I was gonna get into a fight. I said there was no issue to report to the cops. The guy left saying, "Okay, no problem. I'll search my room. There is a chance it could be in. I didn't see it. You know what I mean? Like, I settled it. I calmed it down. So there was no reason to go to CO and say, CO, by the way, I just calmed down an incident. I just want to tell you, like, first of all, I don't go to the bubble for nothing. But second of all, there was no reason to. And this guy played the okey doke on me and made me think there was no problem. So he's like, yeah, no problem. Because he was scared to fight me one-on-one. A lot of people are. I get punched in the back of the head. I get it when I'm out looking sometimes. But they tried to walk me into that. I didn't know he was gonna fight me, and then he came out and fucking assaulted me. And that's all the cruel and unusual punishment. You shouldn't have. I'm not gonna take it off, but still a little bit, it kind of went up a little bit because I haven't been I've been stressing out. I think it's a stress level. But the surgeon's gonna drain that real recently. He's gonna completely drain it, and then I'm gonna wrap it up in gauze so it can bond to my skull can bond to my head. But I shouldn't have to deal with medical issues for the rest of my life. Brain damage for the rest of my life, and I'm taking meds to keep me alive and shit, and and I can't really work. It's dangerous. There's only certain jobs I could do, and with this COVID, I can't work. You know what I mean? I can't be a plumber no more, lifting pipes, and I can't do that because of my medical issues. So, that's pretty much all of that. I don't think I left out anything. If you had a question, feel free to ask it right below. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'll answer it. Yeah, it's it. And do me a favor. The people that are watching still, because some people only watch for a little bit, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Because if I get a lot of people to do it, it's not that good if 4 people only do it or 3 people. But if you get a decent amount of likes, like 17 or something, like, you'll go on other people's engines, like when they just, like, it just pops up. Like anything they search, I'm just, because of the likes. The likes, it's a YouTube algorithm, you know what I mean? And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you like watching my stuff, subscribe. But I'm going to also show you now, I'm just going to show you real quick. I did choose to upgrade. I'm trying to. Right now, I'm using a tripod, like a selfie stick that turns into a tripod. That is like awesome. And I got this camera. It's the size of a dice. It's not supposed to be on this. This is for the lenses. But I figured I could fit it and it looked good. It's a mini camera, video camera. So once I figure that out, I'll use that. And I got the things that you put on your camera to make it shit like a real camera, like it has zoom lenses and stuff. But I didn't like it when I put it on it, to be honest with you. It didn't look great, you know what I mean? It didn't look great. And I do got microphones. I got a microphones, 2 of them for me or someone else. Yeah, right here. You know, the ones that clip on your shirt and shit, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet because I did a 2-second video, like a 2-minute video, and used this, and I didn't hear it when I played it back. I didn't hear nothing, so that's why I went to this. So I am in the process of upgrading some stuff, and I just bought for, it's for fucking the Asus gaming laptop. I mean, gaming desktop, sorry. Yeah. So, those are the things I'm trying to do to improve. Because, when I could do it on the computer, I could do a lot of better stuff. It's rough just doing it off the phone. And I did just get a phone, and they swore to me from Wish. I put this on here. They swore to me from Wish that this has a dual SIM card. It does. Like, it has 3 slots. One for memory card and one for two SIM cards. You could have 2, like, if you wanted to. But I can't. They said it's not, there's no carrier. Like, it doesn't matter what carrier you are. It will work. And it doesn't work for me. So I complained to them already. I'm going to see what happens. But, I got the speaker too, if we need to raise my voice up a little bit if I'm doing something else. Oh, and I got an interview coming up with I'm pretty sure he's a crackhead. He's the guy who stays by the highway when you get off, not far from me, a kid like my age or a couple years younger. And my man was like, yo, would you be all right being interviewed? He's like, yeah. So I'm going to fucking, sooner or later, I'm going to have my first interview. It's probably going to be him, unless one of you guys will do it. Because I always ask, when I'm bullshitting, and one other thing, and I won't speak about it a lot because I know a lot of you don't care about that stuff. But I'm doing good with stocks. I'm doing really good. Tesla split. And if you have 1 Tesla stock, you now have 5. Or if you have a piece of a Tesla stock, you now have 5 more pieces. You know what I mean? And Apple did the same thing, but 1 for 4. 1, and then you got 4. So, and I, prior to that, already had them. So, like, I'm doing good in stocks. Stocks are a good way to invest because I can't work. I need to make sure I can invest and make my money turn into more money. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I do it. So I gave you the story of everything that happened. Everything. There's nothing I left out. Except for the guy's name. I have it written down somewhere. I forget. He's just a white bozo. He's a lame. He drives a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? But that's it. I won't keep, because you guys probably pressed off already anyway. If you didn't, I'll let you go. All right, bye.